You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So for all of us over the course of this Taurus new moon monthly cycle, we look at the Sabian symbol that is imbued at the degree point where the sun and moon are conjunct. This month, it's at 16 degrees Taurus. The Sabian symbol imbued at that degree point and flavoring the entire month's storyline for all of us is a battle between the swords and the torches. So this might be swords representing air and torches representing the fire in the belly, maybe the creative spirit. There might be a battle between head and heart over the course of this month for a lot of people. There might be some controversy, some conflict in the air on the global stage as well. So we'll have to take a look to see how this manifests for us. Scorpio, welcome. So here we are, May 2016, and we are doing something differently this month for the Alchemy scope. So typically, if you've tuned in before, I do the 6-point scope. This month, I had been inspired to do channel drawing for many months now, since November or December of last year. But today was the day. Today was the day, and it feels like not just the most appropriate thing for me to provide you, but the most appropriate thing for you to receive in May. So I'm going to get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tune in to the field and see what wants to come, what forms, what images want to come for Scorpio-centric people over the course of this Taurus May 6th new moon cycle, this monthly cycle for Scorpio's evolution. Then I'm going to talk about it. So it's going to be a meditative process. So I invite you to get a cup of tea and join me as I just tap in. And it's going to be it's been fabulous so far. It's been so amazing. I have been going Aries through Pisces. I'm going in order. So I just completed Libra. And it feels important. Not always do I go in order, but this month it feels delicious and perfect. It feels necessary to go in order to see what the unfolding storylines, the bigger on the macro cycle, what's unfolding as for the stories. So I'm going to tune in. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be wonderful. I invite you to join me. I'll talk about it afterwards, and then I'm going to pull a card for you, and we'll talk about that. Okay, let's get started. So, Scorpio, this feels exciting to do this for you. So, let's see. Let me tune in here first. I will tell you, I don't think you can hear it, but the wind, it's a fabulous day today, and the wind is just gushing and delicious all day. And it's gotten, in the last few readings, it's gotten really loud. So you'll probably hear my chimes, and you might hear the wind too. I don't know. Scorpio. Okay, Scorp. I think there's much more to come here, actually, so hang in there. We'll see, though. Sometimes it just comes to the stop, you know? But it feels like there's a bit more to come. There's some stuff that wants to emerge here. What is coming for Scorp? It's fascinating. I was saying this on a couple of the other scopes, I think, that just it's fascinating to see what comes, what wants to come, what comes so naturally. Because it's coming so organically. It's just coming. The images are just easily coming through. Quickly too, like rapidly, easily, least effort, just piece of cake, just coming right through. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Because I wasn't sure, you know, I wasn't sure how this was gonna go. Had no idea. No idea. But it's been just really interesting. Now, some of you might be wondering why I would do this, but my work, I mean, my background is psychology and holistic science, and holistic science is not holistic health. It's connected to it, but it's not the same at all. My holistic science education is based on Gaia theory. It's based on complexity theory. It's based on chaos theory. It's the understanding from a holistic perspective of the functioning, the organizing principles that operate life, that operate nature, cosmos, and our soul. So my work is the holistic science of the soul. And the reason why I work with imagery, symbols, and archetypes, which you've seen if you've tuned into any of my scopes before, is simply because life operates symbolically. Life is symbol. Life is story. Life is archetypal trajectories. That's what it is. It's all it is. All archetypes are, all the stories are, the narratives are. It's quality sets that are on an evolving trajectory. That's all it is. So this storyline, tapping into the field of information we know as consciousness and pulling out imagery, is my work. That is my work. And that is the work of nature. It is the work of our souls. It is the work of the all that is. It's the work of the infinite, in fact. So it's delicious. And I'm hopeful that you will glean some delicious findings from what we're going to bring forward here. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's not quite done. There's something. So Scorp, this might be complete. Let's see here. I want to tap in a little bit longer. It's not quite. It's interesting. I'm not sure how to, the interpretation will come, but right now it's like, wow, I have no idea how this is going to be interpreted. Okay, beauties. Let me do a little wipe down here. Wow, okay. That feels complete, actually, for you. So let's take a look at it. So obviously, there's a couple things at play. Typically, what I've been doing is I'm starting with where it begins. So where the process began. It was a very clear thing that wanted to happen with the 3 circles. The large, the medium, and the small. Although they turned out to be different. This is like with the nucleus that's radiating. This one's like an empty one, but they're almost the same size. But we started with the spheres, and then what quickly came was the bisection. So, so like this piece here, like a stem that's coming out here. It started from the top, like coming out from the top with leaves, and then ultimately what came out was a bloom, like a flower, which is interesting. And then down below did not come roots. That didn't want to come. But what came was kind of like an arrow. And then later, the leaves were added. So for me, what this is saying, Scorpio, for you, is that number one, there's big seeds of activation. In fact, I would say that there's 3 main catalyzations or activations for your soul right now that are playing out. Probably 3 distinct areas. It could be work and home and relationship, or it could be your life purpose and your health and something else. But there's 3 kind of key foundational pieces that are really activated for you now. And what I see for you in May, because we're tuning into the energy set, what is it that's unfolding for Scorpios in May? There is indeed something that takes bloom, something that blooms from one of the activations. This could be a creative activation, something with work, projects, something that you've been thinking about or marinating on, or insights that you've had or gleaned that are now taking form and shape, and indeed they're coming out and they're blooming. There's a bud there, there's a flower that's blossomed, and it's connected to going deep. So this didn't want to be roots, but what it did want to become is an arrow. And so it's like for you, there's an arrow of depth. You've gone deep. You've gone very deep, in fact. And that depth not just brought leaves and some sort of, at least, do you see how small this flower is here? So it's like there's some small bloom. Something has bloomed, but it's not like it's a massive flower. It's like there's some response from the universe. You've received something back, a token of all the efforts from you going deep within. But see, here there are also leaves, which is kind of beautiful. So again, it's not like this is like a root structure down here. It's like this is you not only expanding here, but expanding here simultaneously. Not just you leaving here out in the public sphere and sector, but you having leaves develop down below the surface as well. You are growing both depth-wise within yourself as within, so without. So the depth here is being replicated, reflected with some bloom, Scorpio. Some bloom is manifesting in May for you, which feels really beautiful. Now, these feel heavier, obviously. The colors are heavier, but they both have light interiors. So this has like spikes to it. It has some manifestations that are kind of, it could even be almost like teardrops that are coming out. So there's almost like there's this spinning vortex that's one of these things that you're wanting to change or work on in May. And this one's a little bit spiky. It could be defensiveness. It could be anger. It could be bitterness. It could be hurt, heartbreak. It could be that there's some negativity, some toxicity that's causing this defense that's still causing you grief, heartache, tears. So you're working on that. That's something that's activated for you in May. Here, there is indeed something that's starting to bloom. You've gone deep and you're growing in your depth within yourself, and you're manifesting outside. Here, there's still something that is activated. You're clearing it. What I get, dear Scorpio, is that indeed, see how there's like some transparency in the middle, in the nucleus of this particular sphere. What I'm getting is that indeed you might be clearing some of the heaviness, some of the toxicity, some of the negative patterns that you have been dealing with regards to a topic. And the topic could be, just have to fix my camera there. And the topic could be health, for example. The topic could be energy, vitality. I almost want to say for some of you, this could have to do with your energy level. And it's like, it could be that you're starting to clear the mud, the toxicity, the heft, the weight that's been holding you down energetically, holding your core vitality down. So in May, there's some blossoming, there's some inner work and outer work, and there's growth. Here, you're still working on some defensiveness. Here, you're clearing some of the weight that's been hindering your energy. You're thriving. I want to say that in May, you are going to be thriving at a different level, at a new level, Scorpio. So my battery is going low on my camera, so let me go ahead and get your card pulled. Now, let me just say this. I was guided to use this deck for you this month. It was clear. It's a special deck. I've really not used it for anybody on YouTube. It's only used for me. I use it for my own use, and I've used it for some clients as well. But this was the call to action. So indeed, I am using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle cards in lieu of the Penny Slinger 64 Dakini Oracle this month. And Scorpio, we are pulling here, what is your guidance this month? What is your goddess this month? What is your embodiment this month? Scorpio, what is your guidance? What is your goddess? What is your embodiment? Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, there's two. It's this one. Wow. So, dear Scorp, number 35, Lady of Lassa descends. Lady of Lassa descends. So, I am going to record this meaning for you. What is your guidance, your goddess, your embodiment this month? Stay tuned for this next segment so you can understand what this is saying to you. This is speaking about this unfolding for you in May. This evolution that's unfolding, this clearing that's unfolding, and this topic that is still activated, needing attention. So she descends. Let's take a look. Scorpio, Lady of Lassa descends. So this is what this iteration of Kuan Yin is telling you in May. How hard you have been working. You have accomplished so much by your own efforts. You are on a path to me, a path that at times seems difficult and perhaps even dangerous. Yet in order to reach me, you are willing to take the journey. You have shown your commitment, your refusal to turn back even when much is asked of you. I see some of the perils that lie before you, and I see that it is not necessary for you to endure them. So, I come to you. No longer do you need to seek. I bring you what you have been seeking.